Oh, it's Obama's fault. Oh, no. I tell you who it is. It's the former president. Believe me, we know what Obama did, and this is what we're getting. Fuck you! Now, the latest coming out is Rob Porter. Now, Rob Porter was Donald Trump's Secretary of State, and what happened is that he's been alleged to have beaten two of his ex-wives. This is also why he was not given given access to the White House. And still, Donald Trump, like what he did with the neo-Nazis in Charlottesville, like what he did with Roger Ailes, like what he did with Bill O'Reilly, Donald Trump doesn't want to be bothered with anything that he thinks is not his style. What I'm trying to say is, when he heard about what happened in Charlottesville, he immediately said, well, there were some very fine people over on the Nazi side. And, I mean, one goes to all sides. Goes to both sides. I mean, there's still some very fine people. And when you came to sexual assaulters, like child molester Roy Moore, he's like, it's just, he's a guy I want to look out for. I mean, we want the votes in order to get this bill passed. And now you also have Fox News defending Rob Porter of his actions. In fact, you have Judge Jeanine Pirro blaming Barack Obama for what Rob Porter did. And you also have Donald Trump saying, I know him. He was a fine guy. I trusted him. Let me go back to Jeanine Pirro. Jeanine Pirro decides to blame Barack Obama for what happened with Rob Porter, and let's not forget about Chief of Staff John Kelly. Fox News has not let Obama off their minds. Obama's been gone for 13 months. Obama was not responsible for the Dow Jones going down last week. Barack Obama was not the person who praised neo-Nazis at Charlottesville when a woman was killed by one of them. Fox News should leave us alone. Conservatives may disagree with me. Fuck them. Fuck them. Okay, you can tell that I'm angry. For Judge Jeanine Pirro to blame Barack Obama for Rob Porter is stupid. It is ridiculous. And it bears no evidence. Not only do I see this as a problem, but this problem needs to stop now. Why? Easy. You're blaming someone who has no responsibility for the actions made. Donald Trump assigned Rob Porter, like he assigned Jared Kushner, like he assigned John Kelly, like he assigned. I've got this whole list of people he assigned. And yet, Fox News is going to say that it's Barack Obama's fault. They do not care about what happens to them and their families. They could have their children killed, and they're still going to report like, my son was killed in action. Son was killed in the streets today, but here is the next weather report. That's how I see Fox News acting. Now, I mean, let me There are a couple of guys from Fox News that I could turn to. Shepard Smith being one of them. Chris Wallace being another. And I'm not going to go after Sean Hannity. No. He's one of those people who's going to go after him. Going to go after Obama as well. Now, I understand he gave Don Lemon a little bit of condolence after what happened to Don's sister. But that's as far as I'm going to go with that guy. Fox News should be shut down. A lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one because I'm getting conservatives coming after my ass. Now look, what happened last week with the commercial video that I did take that one out of context, so I bear responsibility for that one. So that was my fault. I did not mean to make it political, but Trump supporters did make it political before I did, but I just not have encouraged it. And I shouldn't have blamed all conservatives. So that was my bad. Aside from that, if I hear any more that Barack Obama should be blamed for this, someone is going to lose their heads. I'm not trying to say this is a threat. I'm just saying that we have heard enough. Leave Barack Obama alone. Barack Obama's not hurting anyone. Barack Obama isn't running to anyone. Barack Obama is now a private citizen. And the Obamas should be left alone for good. Barack Obama, listen, man. What you did for the country during your 8 years were awesome. What should not happen is you getting reamed because none of your policies are now available, since Donald Trump has practically removed, I don't know, all of them? There might be one or two that are left, but all those laws you made, they've been erased. And yet, people are going to blame Obama for what's happening to this country. My advice to them, fuck you. Leave alone.